what separates the winners from the bag holders in 2025. Most buyers are looking at the wrong data. 3 areas I'm about to show you have something in common that overrides every traditional metric, and if you don't know what it is, you're about to compete for all the wrong assets. They see one vacancy number and think it applies everywhere. So we're building twice as fast as the rest of the country, and not all of that supply is hitting in the same areas. Vacancy ranges from 1.7% in Sussex County to over 19% in the West End. That's systematic supply-demand imbalance in specific submarkets. Let me show you 3 charts that separate the buyers who win from the ones who overpay. As vacancy climbed to 8.2% in metro-wide, rent growth slowed to just 0.8% over the past year. But submarkets with vacancy below 6% are still seeing rent growth above 5%. Location determines performance more than asset quality in this environment. Richmond's fundamentals support selective investment. This environment favors selective submarket strategies over broad exposure. You cannot buy Richmond as a whole and expect to win. You have to pick the right submarkets. Here's how to allocate capital today. Core investments, 60% allocation to Chesterfield County. Opportunistic investments, 25% allocation in Eastern Henrico County, focus on 80s and 90s vintage, needing capital improvement. Satellite investment, 15% allocation to Prince George County. The buyer window for buying quality assets at reasonable prices won't stay open forever, but it's open right now for investors who understand submarket dynamics. Richmond multifamily offers opportunities, but they're increasingly concentrated in specific submarkets with specific characteristics. Opportunities do exist, but only for investors that know where to look. Build your strategy around today's buyer math and tomorrow's fundamentals. The question is whether you're ahead of the curve or behind it.